The tension between economic development, environmental protections, and Indigenous rights was highlighted on day 2 of the NOMA conference here in Thunder Bay.
Caribou protection and a new hydroelectric dam were two of the topics that prompted debate among the delegates. Lee Noonan was there and she joins us live in studio with the details. Lee?
Thanks, Riley. There were a number of issues being discussed at Victoria Inn, and governance and infrastructure were two of the big ones, but yes, that balancing act between economy and environment and the need for municipalities to build strong relationships with First Nations were two major themes today. Economic development, the environment, and relations with Indigenous peoples are reoccurring themes at NOMA 2023. Ian Dunn, President and CEO of the Ontario Forestry Industry Association, raised concerns about the economic impact of a possible federal protection order on caribou habitat.
Estimated there's 32 mills in the province that depend on a wood supply from areas that fall within caribou ranges. So not all of those mills would close, but some of them would.
The concern stems from a leaked letter in which the federal environment minister said the province was failing to effectively protect caribou habitat. Although Dunn says a protection order could be devastating, he did express optimism that the federal minister was simply playing to his base.
The federal government, Canada, signed an agreement with Ontario to conserve caribou. So we're left wondering why would you be taking these steps if we haven't even had a chance to implement these conservation measures?
In response to a question about progress on the Little Jackfish hydroelectric dam, OPG Director Heather Brown said they would take the time that was needed for each of the Lake Nipigon area First Nations to have a chance to consult with their members before proceeding, at which point new environmental assessment work would need to be completed.
There's no reason why you can't rely on old data and tagging of fish, measurements that you took. So yeah, so it's not back to square one, but there would still be a significant piece of it to be conducted.
According to NOMA President Wendy Landry, a session on relationship building with First Nations was one of the most popular with attendees.
Don't worry about consultation. Start making some friends. And consultation won't be such a formality if people have relationships and they can go and talk to their neighbors about something that's come up, and then you could get into the formalities depending on the project.
On day 1, NDP leader Merritt Stiles made a point of highlighting the work some municipalities in the region are already doing to partner with neighboring First Nations.
Whether, we're talking about places like Marathon and Pick River. That's how you do it. Not railroading over relationships and treaty rights. That's a road to conflict. That's a road to nowhere. And we've got things to get done.
Lee Noonan, TBT News.